When you think of a good game on the NES, your mind immediately rushes to titles like Metroid, Legend of Zelda, Mario, Castlevania, Mega Man. When somebody mentions a terrible game, what comes to mind? Is it games like Fester's Quest, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Ghostbusters, or even Friday the 13th? Asking such questions can get anybody's mind searching the depths of their inner childhood. When I hear a game is bad, it gets me thinking, what makes it bad? Is it the gameplay? The graphics? Maybe the controls? Or sometimes even all the above? Doing some research, Chubby Cherub is one of those titles that some people liked, but the majority seem to dismiss or flat out don't like. So, let's pop this bad Larry in and see what it's all about. Chubby Cherub is based off a manga called Obake no Kyutaro, a defunct Japanese manga written by Fujiko Fujio. It ran from 1964 to about 1973. The manga was about an obake, or also known as a ghost-like creature in Japanese culture, named Kyutaro, flying around and causing mischief. There was a full-length anime film in 1986, but that's the last anyone has ever seen from this series. The game was developed by TOS, or Tosei, or whatever, which is a Japanese video game company who is still making games today. Their most recent titles include Splatoon 2 and Dragon's Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, released in 2023. They are rarely credited as they tend to work behind the scenes. Chubby was published by Bandai. That's right, the same company that published Ninja Kid. From what I understand, the Famicom version had the obake, while the NES version opted for a flying Cupid character, or Chubby Cherub, which is literally an angelic character. Look at him! He's adorable! Start on level 1, and you're met with a bunch of fruit and a dog running in your direction. B jumps, and if you hold B, you can hover, which makes sense since he has wings. A button does nothing. Yet. Only downside to flying is that it uses power. How do you replenish the power? Well, you eat the fruit, of course. Eating these lollipops adds to your Gao Gao projectiles. So, what the fuck is a Gao Gao? Honestly, I wasn't able to find anything. All I know is that he shoots hearts out. Take that, puppers! I just noticed, but the background changes colors, indicating a day-to-night cycle. Well, that's pretty cool. Especially for a game of this era. These dogs shoot bees. Not bees, but bees. What is it supposed to be? B for bark? Is he shooting his barks? Could you imagine if a dog barked at you and it came flying at you like a projectile? That'd be terrifying. Halfway through each stage, you have to stop at these stop areas that say, well, stop, of course. Eat all the fruit on screen and a button appears? I think it's a button. Anyway, carry on and wait, if this dog shoots BWs, is that for bow wow? How clever. Every once in a while, you eat a fruit and you get this P block that gives you momentary invincibility. It's great for getting closer to these projectile enemies. Except here! Dear God. Man, these levels are pretty long. How long could it go on for? Oh, about that long. At the end, fruit will appear below these windows, and you just gotta eat the fruit to open the windows and find one of your friends. Is he being held hostage? Why are they hiding in these houses for you to save them? Maybe they're scared of dogs. Man, these trees are unforgiving. Come on, let me out. Did you see that? He sniped me right out of the air, like an MLG no-scope. Level 2 stop point gives you a flower. Huh. I wonder what these are for. You know, walking seems kind of pointless when you can fly. I mean, yeah, it uses energy, but it's so much easier. And there's fruit like every 2 feet. Going on the ground is sometimes helpful, but not often enough. Oh crap, now there's dogs in the windows? Oh crap, come on. No! This end level is cheap. What the hell are you supposed to do? Well, I can't shoot up, so I'm trapped. Great. Okay, I didn't know the red dogs could change direction in midair. It also sucks that you can't kill the birds. Sure, why not just add an unkillable enemy in the game? I'm sure that won't get out of hand later. Look, I'm trapped. Level 3, you get a star. End of level 3, you look for... Whoa! What the hell is that? Hang on, you can't just throw that at me so casually. I wasn't ready for that. I was ready for another building. Whatever you do, do not fall down. Here, you're stuck in this purgatory from hell, where there's unkillable enemies and invisible platforms. Not only that, but your lives don't count down here, so you just die over and over and over again. Until you somehow manage to get out. By some act of God, if you make it out, it throws you right back to where you fell down, which is nice. To beat this boss, or mini-boss, you gotta collect this bone that he drops, while avoiding bombs, cats, and dogs, and throw it right in his face. After a couple of seconds, he runs away in fear. Level 4 throws you into the forest. Great, more of these trees? Now we got birds crapping out eggs. Mind you, they're still unkillable. So now, you got these birds crapping out eggs, while having to navigate these trees that you get stuck on. Oh, what fun. On this level, you better get good at dodging. It doesn't give you any lollipops to get gal, so you're screwed if you mess up. Did that balloon just kill me? What kind of wimp gets killed by a balloon? Oh my god. If that's not some kind of creature, then that's just... yeah, moving on. Level 5 introduces smokestacks, which are easier to avoid by just dropping down to the ground. Oh great. Gotta grab food while avoiding smoke and birds. Good luck. Get the baseball. Why a baseball? What are these random items? First you got a button, a flower, a star, now a baseball? Whoa, got lucky there. Now a bow tie? Maybe it's his lost items. Or maybe they're just items and I'm just overthinking it. Okay, so every 6 stages you get this ball guy to beat, so I guess he's more of a boss. Level 7 is back to shooting, thank God. Now you collect ramen. Level 8 you collect a hand? I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. The levels are getting much harder with almost every enemy shooting a projectile. Get the tissue box and now you're on to level 10. This is where the game really starts to test you. You have to try to preserve as much energy as possible because they no longer give you fruit. That means fly only when necessary. You also get next to no lollipops, so watch out. Trying to save energy is but it can be done. To get the fruit, you have to find these gems hidden on each stage that reveals a handful of fruit to keep you going a little longer, but just enough so you don't get too comfortable. Finally, we're at stage 12. Come on, where's that freaking gem? Where is it? Great, I died. Oh, I forgot to mention. Lose all your lives and it's game over, and you start from stage 1. Getting all the way back to stage 12 is a pain, but once you understand the game, it's not too hard. Level 12, you get a scroll. Fight through this grueling stage and make it to the final boss. Take him out with a bone and bam! You win. Wait, level 13? Oh, okay. So the stages just kind of loop and get progressively harder. Well, I reached the end, or end enough for me. In closing, I would say the game is pretty fun, albeit challenging. It gets pretty hard near the end of the game. I love the sprite animations throughout, and the characters are adorable. The gameplay was simple yet enjoyable. My least favorite parts were those damn pits. For my personal opinion, based off the time this game was released, playing it today I wouldn't call it a bad game. It has its flaws, sure, but I enjoyed my time with it. If you haven't played it, I'd say go for it if you really feel up to it. If not, you're not missing anything groundbreaking with this one. Join me next time as we delve deeper into the NES library. See you soon!